Well, welcome to Port Arthur, Texas. All of you who've never been here before, welcome to my hometown. I'm going to pass this off just for time's sake, and I'm going to come back because I do have a short message that I want to share from the Greater Port Arthur Chamber of Commerce. I have the distinct honor to introduce to you guys Darrell Jacobs. He's a plant manager here from Total. I got to tell you, they've got a lot of great things going on, but I want you guys to hear what Mr. Jacobs has to say, and I'm going to come back and give you another message.
Thanks, Mary Ann. When I heard that introduction, I was told I was going to go speak next, and when the word she came out, I thought something was a little cross, but nonetheless, good save, Mary Ann. Appreciate it. Good afternoon to all of you. For those who don't know me, my name is Darrell Jacob. I'm the refinery manager for Total's Port Arthur refinery. We have a refinery just to the east of here. We're at the foot of the Rainbow Bridge, so we're the one you see on the east side of town. Total, my company, is not too familiar to most folks. We're a multinational. We operate in 130 countries worldwide. The Port Arthur refinery is one of 11 refineries that we operate worldwide. It is the only refinery we operate within the United States. We have about 600 folks working over there at the Port Arthur refinery. We have normally about 100 to 200 contractors that are there helping us do our job. Today we probably have in excess of 3,000, and that is down from what it was. We're in the midst of a major project that will be able to upgrade the refinery in terms of producing ultra-low sulfur diesel, clean fuels that the country is demanding. And under the second part of the project that finishes early next year, we'll be able to produce a wider range of raw materials through our plant, notably heavier crudes. Total undertook this particular project here in Southeast Texas due to a wide variety of factors. Those factors included a favorable business environment and certainly skilled workers. We know that energy, I think all of us in this room, is a worldwide enterprise. I think there was a point in time where we thought the world revolved around the United States in energy. But it's a worldwide enterprise. You read different things about growth happening in different parts of the world, the demand being there, and everything is interrelated today. Certainly technology's taken it there. We also know that as operators in this business having to do with energy, we certainly understand that safety and environmental performance is important, and we need to continue to improve that. I can certainly speak of my facility. We understand that's important. I think sometimes people forget that companies are really made up of humans. I mean, we see the logos, but we forget sometimes about the men and the women that work out there, myself, all of you, and your friends and neighbors. Our CEO, our Chief Executive Officer of Total, talks about a dialogue in the public arena that is not environment versus energy, but rather it can be a dialogue and should be a dialogue that is environment and energy. And we believe those two things can be discussed together. We believe those things can be progressed together, not necessarily one in opposition to the other. Now, certainly, as earlier speakers noted, that was a tragedy that happened in the Gulf of Mexico back in April. People lost their lives. That has happened in our business, and our aim of those who are involved in this business is to make sure that the lessons that are learned from that are applied and we never experience that again. But there are a lot of details that make safety. There are a lot of details that make environmental compliance. It doesn't happen from a refinery manager like myself dictating that. It happens rather from the men and women that make up the workforce, are trying to do their jobs, and to live in this area and have a very, very great interest in safety of themselves, their colleagues, and certainly the air and water of the area they live in. Energy and environment is not a debate that Total, my company, will enter into. That debate is for the public arena. Those people in the United States, we have democratic institutions, thankfully, that determine that. We all, as individuals in this room, are part of that process, and a great country it is where we all get to voice our expression and put our votes as we see things should go, and those are individual decisions. We at Total, from a business point of view, are prepared to inject information into that process so that the voters, the people that make the decisions in the interest of the public, make those decisions in the best manner possible. The end result, I would hope, would be a sustainable and an acceptable future for us all. As a refinery manager, I'm privileged to work among all of you and the people that are there. And I want to say that thanks to all of you and the other men and women who are not here today, our industry and your energy is what makes it go. So thank you very much for your kind attention.